After 21 years of living in Italy, I packed everything I owned into a few boxes and moved 9,000 kilometers away to Bangkok. And I realized Thailand gave me something that Italy never could. Italy was my chapter 2 after the United States. It made me who I am. I studied Italian. I learned to read, to write, to live it. I built a home, a life, a rhythm that felt like home. For over 2 decades, I thought I cracked the code to living well. Espresso in the morning, slow walks through Florence, and long dinners that stretch past midnight. But here's the truth. Even paradise can start to feel predictable. I didn't leave Italy because I stopped loving it. I left because I stopped growing there. You've probably seen hundreds of videos of why people move to Thailand. But this one's different. I'm not here to hype paradise. I'm here to tell you what happens when you outgrow one. Because Italy taught me how to slow down, but Thailand's teaching me how to move forward. This story bounces between 2 worlds. The calm of Italy versus the chaos of Bangkok. But by the end, you'll see how both places taught me the same lesson: how to live with meaning. So let's start where it really began, with the moment I realized comfort can be just as dangerous as struggle. I love Italy. The food, the people, the rhythm, the slow sip of espresso, laughter spilling out of cafes, the shared beauty of doing things well. But after 21 years, the same rhythm started feeling like a loop. I realized that the system wasn't built to move forward. It was built to keep itself running. I'll give you an example. Italy spends more than half of its GDP on sustaining its own government, that giant bureaucratic machine. When a country spends that much money on keeping the lights on, there's not much room for innovation. Italy's beauty makes you fall in love, but its bureaucracy makes you grow old. And that's what I started seeing everywhere. The charm, yes, but also the stagnation. You walk through postcard perfect towns, but behind the beauty, there's quiet resignation. And for everyone down in the comments saying, "But Italy's so beautiful," yes, it absolutely is. For 2, 3, 4-week trip, it's incredible. But living there full time, you start to see how that charm comes at a cost. The cost of momentum. So I moved here to Bangkok, and suddenly everything moves. Paperwork that used to take months now takes days. Coffee shows up even before you finish ordering it. And when you lived in a place where next week usually means next month, that sort of efficiency feels electric. But it's not just about speed, it's about possibilities. Thailand feels like a place still writing its own story. There's room to create, experiment, to take chances. You meet people who are building new things, startups, cafes, studios, communities. There's a hum of ambition I haven't felt in years. In Italy, I learned patience. In Thailand, I remembered ambition. When I touched down in Thailand a couple of months ago, I was feeling ambitious, and luckily I had one of those rare travel moments where everything just works. The plane was still taxiing on the runway in Bangkok, the Suvarnabhumi airport, but I turned on my telephone thinking, let's see what happens. So instantly, boom, I had internet right there on the runway, even before I unbuckled my seatbelt. And that's thanks to Airalo, the world's first eSIM store and trusted by more than 20 million travelers. If you don't know what an eSIM is, it's basically a digital SIM card that you install on your phone. So instead of waiting in long lines at an internet provider at the airport or searching around for a SIM card vendor, you download the Airalo app, pick the country you're traveling to, install the eSIM, and you're connected the second you land. No roaming fees, no physical SIM card, no stress. And you keep your home phone number. It's a game changer. I remember back in the day when I was in Italy, I had to have a SIM card for every country I visited. Belgium, France, Spain. Every time I went to a new country, I would get a new SIM card and I would save it for my next visit there. That was back before the EU got rid of the roaming charges in the European Union. Thankfully, things have changed. But still, if you're traveling from the US to Italy, for example, you're going to want to make sure you can hit the ground running with internet. You don't want to wait in long lines at the airport, or worse yet, be hit with a large roaming bill once you're back home from the Dolce Vita. In my case, I was able to message my Airbnb host, Nan, for the usual apartment where I stay near the Prongpong BTS here in Bangkok. Even before I stepped off the plane, she responded back right away. So, before I stepped foot into the 7-Eleven at the airport to get a toasty sandwich and an iced coffee, I knew my room was ready. Check this out right here. Airalo covers 200 plus countries. It's 100% digital, and it saves you time and money. Honestly, it's the simplest travel upgrade I've made in years. If you want the same experience, internet the second you land in the country you're visiting, whether it's Italy, Thailand, or anywhere in the world, download the Airalo app for free. And use my code, I got it for you, Gregor Brown, so you get $3 off your first eSIM. There's a link down in the description or pinned comment of this video. Or easier yet, just take your phone and scan this QR code here. It's easy. On your next trip, give Airalo a try, and trust me, you'll love having internet even before you hit passport control. But here's the thing, starting over isn't easy. I may have escaped Italy's bureaucracy, but Thailand has its own labyrinth of forms, stamps, and renewals. Only now, I face it differently. I know how to handle it. I've done it before. And that language mountain, I'm climbing it again. I remember when I moved to Italy, I studied, practiced, made a fool of myself until I truly knew Italian. Buongiorno. Buongiorno. In the United States, my teachers, Laura and Francesca, I remember them fondly. Even when I made my last trip back to the US, to California, I met up with Laura after all of these years. And now I'm doing the same thing with Thai. We're learning Thai. Because picking up the local language isn't just a skill, it's a show of respect. It's how you start to belong. In Italy, I learned to sound Italian. In Thailand, I learned to feel Thai. Even though most people in the popular places here speak English, that's not the point. You can't really understand a place until you understand the people. And you can't really understand the people until you speak their words. I know I have new challenges coming. Visa renewals, language mistakes, cultural missteps, but that doesn't scare me anymore. Italy taught me how to build a life. Thailand's teaching me how to expand it. Bangkok moves fast. It's not chaos, it's rhythm. You don't control it, you just move your steps to the beat. I had that same excitement when I arrived in Italy all those years ago. A mix of fear and fascination and a sense that anything could happen. Growth doesn't happen when life gets easier. It happens when you stop running from it. So no, I didn't leave Italy because I stopped loving it. I left because I stopped growing there. And Thailand gave me that spark again. Oh, and comment right down below, spark plug, if you've ever had to change your own spark plugs. My dad taught me how to do it in my car and even adjust that little gap at the top of the spark plug with the special tool. And let me know in the comments if you've ever lost that spark in your life or you had to relocate to re-find a spark from a new city to another city, maybe a change of countries. I want to hear from you. Also, consider becoming a channel member. Click join down below. Or a patron. Yes, I have a Patreon now with early bird viewing on my videos, plus all sorts of other goodies, and the good feeling of supporting me. Thank you. Kapung krap. Do you remember earlier how I said that Italy taught me to slow down and Thailand's teaching me to move forward? That's the full circle moment. Italy grounded me. Thailand's given me momentum again. I'll always love Italy. It's who I was. A home. A memory. But at some point, you realize roots are there to hold you steady, not keep you stuck. So for me, Thailand just isn't a new place. It's proof it's never too late to start growing again. So if you want to see how this story unfolds, how Thailand changed me from the inside out, watch Thailand Changed Me and I Didn't See This Coming. It's where I take you into the heart of what it's really like to live here. See you there.